Greetings everyone, this is me again, Zahra Bezek, here to help you come out of Islam. If you have doubts in it, you're welcome. I can help you. Also, we can go through this journey together in discovering how Islam is a false religion and unjust one to polytheists also, not only Jews and Christians. So, starting with now today with this verse, Surah Baqarah at 165, we have here but not in English. So notice here in 165 verse Surah Baqarah, and yet among the people are those who take other than Allah as equals. They love them as they. Now should is put in brackets, love Allah. But those who believe are stronger in love for Allah. And if only they who have wronged would consider that when they see the punishment, they will be certain that all power belongs to Allah and that Allah is severe in punishment. Excuse me. So again, in the translation also word by word, you see this word that besides, okay, they should love Allah. Do you see this word? Kahubbi, right? So I was searching for ka, like what does it mean in the Quran? I couldn't find it, but you see, they should. It's in brackets. I couldn't find it, and yet try to show you. Like, could there be a mistake in translation word by word? Even the translators don't know of Quran ayats that if you take out this, that there shouldn't be a should in it, and if you take out the should, then we have something like, and among the mankind who takes from besides Allah equals, they love them as they love. And okay, I'm bringing in they, but it's in brackets here also, they and should. So they love them as they love Allah. So it becomes different, right? Then it's like they love them as they love Allah. So there's a difference. Very simple English in English. As they love Allah. So could there be a mistake here? And then if there is a mistake here, but they love Allah, right? Along with them, who take equals with Allah. And there is an equal with, in a way, that he shares the power. He's a possessor of power in Surah Takwir, verses 19, 20, and 21, obeyed there. Possessor of power with Allah. You see this? Surah Takwir, I'm not showing you Surah Takwir ayats because I want to save time. So, you see, because then if it's not, they should love Allah, then because this ayat goes and says they are stronger in love for Allah, stronger. Or if there shouldn't have been a should, which it shouldn't have been here, so, right, because then it would mean they don't love Allah, they only love those who they take as equals to Allah, and they love them. as they should love Allah. So it could be, it could be misinterpreted, or the meaning changes to mean that they love them, and and don't love Allah. But then the word here is stronger for the believers whose love, who love, it should have been, but the believers love Allah, not stronger. So you see the mistake, grammatical mistake here. In English you can tell. I wonder what it is in Arabic, just to show you this. Now there were times when, I'll tell you, like again, sorry, don't mean to boast or anything, but when there was telepathy to me that the principal loves me and all this, I would say, no, love Allah, love Imam Hussein. And when I went after 8 years to her place in year 2000, she told me that she had gone to Iraq for Imam Hussein's ziyarat. So you see, one becomes very scared that whether you should, you Muslims and Mu'min should love someone else, right? So, because then we have, so a mistake here should be noted, and you should see, right? Because this is against these people who take equals to Allah and love them. And so, whether they should love Allah or as they love Allah, we don't know. I just pointed out this. If translations are wrong, even the word by word Arabic ayat translation in English is wrong. Then we come to Surah Tawbah ayat 24, where you Muslims are told, moments, to love the Prophet, Allah, of course, Allah first, right? But just by putting Allah first here doesn't mean, how can you say that? So here, let me just read the ayah. Say, O Muhammad, if your fathers, your sons, your brothers, your wives, your relatives, wealth which you have obtained, commerce wherein you fear decline, and dwellings in which you are pleased are more beloved to you than Allah and His Messenger, and jihad, striving in His cause, then wait until Allah executes His command, and Allah does not guide the defiantly disobedient people. So just checking, okay, my sound. Oh yes, it is. So this, do you see the messenger you have to love after Allah? And sorry, I have this cough. So I keep going out with the. I get this bronchitis and all. So. Yeah, so this thing, right? See, he's put himself there with Allah, so after Allah, but alongside Allah, right? More beloved to you than Allah and His Messenger, and in His cause, and in His cause. So then wait until Allah executes. This is also very strict. Then wait until Allah executes His command. So you see, then the problem comes. I'm not I don't want to, but my aunt, yeah, I loved my teacher, and she was like, "Oh, why do you worship Mr. Sa, my teacher?" So, and things like that, it gets complicated. So if you come here as a Shia and send your love to me, please be careful. Don't do it. I don't want you to sin. Because according to your religion, You're not supposed to send love to me. Right? According to the Quran ayats I've shown you, Imam Ali was the one who should be stern with the apostates. Also, this ayat here, they love them. No, sorry, excuse me. Allah will bring. You know what I mean? Allah will bring those who love Him. Those who love Him. So, how is it? Follow what the. Okay, my the mic, something's wrong with it. So now hope you can hear me. It went to Google Voice. Yeah, I just when I touched this mobile, so searching for the Quran ayat, the mic went into Google Voice. Then the voice doesn't come here. So hope you can hear me. Now I'm without. Okay, I'll just attach the mic again. Surah Maida at 54. Whoever among you turns back from religion. Oh, I do have this problem with the R. Religion, Islam. Allah will bring a people whom He will love, and they will love Him. Humble towards the believers, strict towards the disbelievers. I'm one of the disbelievers now. Strive in the way of Allah and will not fear blame of a critic. That's Imam Ali for the Shias in context. And then we have 55 ayat of the same surah. Who is your awliya, protector? So you see how he's done it. In the Quran ayats, like polytheists, they worship these idols, this, that, and look at the import of the ayats, the rest of the ayats against polytheists. And Surah Zumar, from Surah Zumar ayat, you can also look at that, and then you can see Surah Baqarah ayat 165, right? And you know how it's been unjustly imported against the polytheists. So another one was that in the Quran ayat, like they do not even Prophet Muhammad, not only the other prophets, they do not ask of you any reward. And one ayat is that even this prophet does not ask for any reward. Then the Shias, I don't know what God changed it, or so. Then what's counsel? Surah Shuara, no, Shura ayat 42 chapter of the Quran, verse 23 is love his, according to Shias, right? Love his kin, mawadat, show loving kindness. Ajre risalat, that's the reward for the messenger's message. And then you have to, what is the extent to which you love? Shias, go to extremes. The Sunnis say, I mean, can you put love in a box and say this much? Right? Then the Sunnis question the Shias about this. That you worship, you love, I mean, you're doing this, bid'ah, this. Also, many things like this. And the other thing is that, so he's definitely put himself, you have to love him. If you love Allah, follow him. Means, and then the other ayat, love Allah, messenger, strive in the cause. Oh, like this. So, love him more than you love your parents, this, that. Then we have, okay, here he says, and against the polytheists, like, what is this? Awliya they take against Jews, Surah Jumaat. You think you are exclusively, this. the rest. So it goes the same for Quran ayats for the moment. You think you are Jews, Surah Jumaat, which one was it? Hadu is Jews. And what if they are, if someone tells you, a Muslim scholar, that this like this and it was written like that and it's a miracle, Quran ayat miracle, look at this. Hadus mean those who used to worship a tree from among the Jews, or outside of Jews they were there. Then he goes, Surah Najm, he goes up there somewhere near Allah. And Sidratul Muntaha, shredded with the mystery and all this. But you don't worship the tree, of course not. You worship one Allah, one Allah, one Allah. And in the previous ayat, so if I turn a little funny, please forgive me. So in the previous live stream, I was saying, what was I saying? I mean, this is unfair, really. Right? So now, you may be in a shock or something. Shias may be in a shock. Some Shias may blame me for being rude against Fatima Zahra and Hussein and all this. There are ayats which against the female deity. But you say that is Allah. But I showed you somewhere that he uses Allah. Like when he's shy, Surah Ahzab ayat, Allah comes in. Allah does not feel shy to tell you to leave. But he feels shy. What kind of a man is he? Prophet. Right? It's not good. I did that. I brought out reasons and all this in one of those live streams when I did that ayat. So this, and another thing is that I do not tell you to worship me. I do not tell you. Then you see, you divide your worship and you are confused in your... I do not tell you to worship me. Like this very, very deceptive way to worship me. Oops, I have to put this. Quran ayat. You see? So you might feel like whatever may come against the Hindus, but I still stick to my that look, I'm doing my research on Hindus, trying to find out. We had a Devi in our family, friend of my grandaunt, all this. But even if Hinduism turned out to be wrong, I will not come back to this religion. There may be one Allah. Of course, everyone knows that there is one. Did you ever ask the people to worship you and your... Oh, God. I did not create... you know what is hidden. I do not tell you to worship worthy of me except me. See? Surah Ta is truly, I am Allah. Oh, goodness. Messenger. Where's that ayat? You remember that ayat? I do not tell you. The messenger is saying, this prophet, messenger, prophet, right? I do not tell you to worship me. Then to every community worship God and shun false gods among them. Oh, so yeah, I cannot find this. See, I'm not prepared. If you call upon them, they cannot hear your calls. And if they were to hear, they could not respond to you. You see, he's made also, another thing is he's the mercy of Allah sent. He's the mercy sent down. Of whom? Allah, of course, right? So, I do not tell you to worship me. I, the Prophet, Prophet Muhammad, please bear with me. I mean, it is injurious if you are so attached to your religion and you heavily rely on Hussein, and then Didst thou say unto men, worship me and my mother? This is for Jesus, but there is an ayat for, especially I can't find it. We sent messengers, worship God. Oh, I can't find that ayat, right? Nobody ever called people to worship him. Surah Al Imran, verse 79. This ayah is not for a person whom Allah has given the book, knowledge and law, and prophethood. Al Imran, verse 79. Oh God, help me. So I'm here to help you emotionally also. I hope I can do that. 79. So it is not appropriate. I think I found it. Yes, it's this one, right? It is not for a human prophet that Allah should give him the scripture and authority and prophethood, and then he would say to the people, be servants to me rather than Allah. Now, acha. But what a deceptive ayat this is. Just imagine. You know the import of these ayats against the polytheists. You can compare, do your own research. It's better when it dawns on you, but emotionally, we are here. I'm here to just push you, give you that impetus, right? And then you tell me, you go and ask yourselves, what is this? Worship divided. You see the import of this ayat. It is not for a human prophet in brackets, okay, that Allah should give him the scripture and authority and prophethood. Then he would say to the people, be servants to me rather than Allah. But along with Allah, you have to obey Prophet Muhammad. And now be servants. Become servants to me apart from Allah. I just feel this is so like a clever calculating. But so take time. Sometimes it boils my blood. I don't know what this is. So please take time. Look at this. Now, serve. What? Oh. So I get caught in this. Just silent. Go silent. You see. Be ye my worshippers rather than Allah's. Now there are ayats Ali, Muhammad, Ali, Ya Rasulullah, Muhammad. What about that Pakistani, what should I say, religious song? हम मुस्तफ़ा हम मुस्लिम नहीं हैं, हम मुस्तफ़ावी हैं, Muhammad Mustafawi, Prophet Muhammad said this. Have a look at this. And then I can show you Abu Sufyan, not Harb, the other one, or Harb, confusion, but that, what he said when he was a polytheist. Become servants to me apart. Oh, so Allah, what? Allah is bringing his laws through the Prophet Messenger, right? His Prophet, his Messenger. And then, so become servants to me apart from Allah. He would rather say, become dedicated men of Allah. Oh, you don't see Allah. You can't even, when it was shocking, and Al-Qafi, and Imam Ali, Abul Hassan, woe be unto you, Zahra, like that you think that you can reach Allah. I see Allah in my heart, and things like that, but you can't reach, you can't have union with Allah. So what am I saying? You know what I'm saying. I hope I'm clear. I'm acting funny. Hope you forgive me. Because servants to me apart from Allah, 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 apart. Obey. Surah Nisa ayat what? Dr. David Wood. Taslima. Surah Fat ayat 9. You have to change it in the end, put I-E, Allah. Surah Takwir ayat, you say no one possesses that strength, power with Allah. Do you see how you have been deceived? You need time to swallow this, digest it, and please be good, be peaceful. Help, be learners, civilized people who want to learn. Don't come here in a calculating way, put calculating sentences here to me. Statements, comments. That will just tell me how, I thank God, it will be, yes, you're helping me to be, get angry, but less painful to leave this religion. And you give me that challenge. Sorry, I'm moving my mobile, and thank God it's not gone to Google search or anything like that. Or Google voice chat, not search. Google voice. Help. So I'm here to help you. And it becomes an obstacle when we've come very far now, I've come very far. It becomes an obstacle when you depart from the Quran ayats and you very calculatingly put it. Even the Shias who have come here. So then what? Then what? I don't know. I will not tell you become an atheist, become Hindu, become this, become that. But I can recommend certain things, like you can go to Muji Baba if you don't like that idol worshipping, to find out who's the witness, what is this, and I can recommend Jiddu Krishnamurti. I can tell you that I'm finding out about my life as when I was Radharani or something like this. I'm not that what love or when Christians come, when Christians say that Jesus Christ, but I also contemplated on that, whether I should become a Christian, whether Christianity is true. But when the avatars became humans, like Ram, and then Sri Krishna, and then I like that Ram. Their first and foremost thing is that Sri Krishna, their scriptures tell them, although Radharani is not mentioned in their scriptures, it's very difficult. She's a mystery goddess. And so to love, to love God. And so it's in a way, okay, don't look at the animal gods they worship and all this, but this love, God puts Radharani. Radharani's name is before him. You can't reach God without love. And he shows who is the beloved. And that love is Shakti. So this resonated with me. This part of Hinduism resonated with me. And then you can even meditate like many yogis do and all this, but bhaktas of the Lord who have loved the Lord through love, you have reached. Even Rumi says, Sufi poet. What does he say? Shahram Shivaji's website. If I could go to, I found this poem. Love is from the infinite and it will remain. The seeker of love transcends space and time, something like this. One who is not in love will fail, not pass the test when resurrection comes. Sorry, excuse me, there's some motorbike passing by. Okay, so the seeker of love transcends space and time. Only love. Love is the answer. From American songs and all this. Love is the answer. There's only love and love, right? So that's why I'm inclined to this Hinduism, but don't think because you see, then some of you Muslims like even say that this has come, Shia Islam came from Ibn Saba, he was a Jew, and all this, and I'm not a Jew. I'm not. Anyways, so like that. Please now, be civilized human beings. Cooperate, because I also have personal problems. I may flare up and have things coming to me right now. I got completely molested in my dream, sleep. Oh, the dream, until I had to wake up myself. Thank God I woke up. So my body was hurting. It was being molested by someone invisible. And prayers were not helping. This time, I don't know, again, the attacks have started in my sleep also. And in reality also, right? So, I get nervous, like traumatized person. Anger comes out like volatile, right? So I have some personal problems, and I apologize if this, I cannot, when someone comes calculatingly, dishonestly, already we have this dishonest person as a prophet. And it was very difficult to prove. My life would have, the Shias would have confined me, my ulamas. Pakistan has no rules and laws. Like Mashal Khan, I would have been, God knows what they would have done to me in Pakistan. But I'm grateful to my country that they have not taken action against me. They've given me a chance. So what, oh God, my mind goes to what next. You see, this is what Jittu Krishnamurti was saying. Now I'm in there's a human, love is divine, but there's a human part in me. So as a Shia also, I was having very bad nervous breakdowns. And I've seen my Shia suffering. But that wouldn't make me, but that would make me question God and, sufferance, the existence of evil. Um, it's natural, but I don't think so many Muslims are honest about that. Like when I said, about Adam and Shaitan. So Sayyid Yusuf Zaidi told me, a Shia Sayyid, that, it's not only you, there are many people who question this philosophically and, like question it deeply about the reality of Shaitan and all this. So Adam and Allah, but they don't say it. So we don't have these discussions we could share. Now we do, although at risking our lives to save Muslims. Like, see, like UAE, the Sunni Muslims. Now, if I find, let's see, now UAE has, otherwise, like my uncle told me, in Karachi, if your father dies, you will be out on the streets clapping and going and laughing on the street. You will go insane in Pakistan if my father died. Anyone and everyone could come, Tom, Dick and Harry, to arrest us. God knows what. They'd tear our clothes and charge you to a puj karo. इस शहर में जी को लगाना का क्या, जिस शहर में लोग ना रास्ता दें. Right. So we were bedridden, and my father used to go for passport renew, no, residence visas and all in Pakistan. And if I had gone to the government office alone, can you imagine what? But not as an Emirati, but as a Pakistani. My friend, yeah, they sometimes go alone because they have dual nationality, Canadian and Pakistani. It's these offices with men, long line, terrible. So things like that, huh? It's a hard life. Rough and tough in Pakistan. So for Pakistan also, uh, build Pakistan, love Pakistan. I keep sharing my live streams there on a Facebook page, group I've made. Love, build Pakistan, love Pakistan, things like that. And so there's to improve human development, anything, everything, like human welfare, things like that. Freedom also to search. Question this religion. Thanks to Abdullah Gondal, who was like showing us, I was like, at one time I was like, no. Even though I had doubts in some of the ayats, but I was like, this Quran has science, miracles they say, and this, and so many other things, astronomy, and how, no, sometimes, like, I don't know, talking out loud, like, sharing my thoughts to you. At that time, I wouldn't, but how can I question this? It covers everything. Imam Ali has said, Islam will satisfy you with all, like all, Islam is an all-rounder. So, all-rounder. Like we say, athletics, all-rounder athletic person, right? So, now use, so we have this, stick. It does not befit a man that Allah should grant him. So look at the Quran, Arabic translation also. Sometimes, it's become so hard that I have to correct the Arabic translation in English. What next is you are the you are the captain of your ship. You should not feel threatened by questioning a religious leader, even though it says this, that. No. You should not be controlled like that. You should not be. You have the right. Speak for your right that you have. I spoke enough for love's rights with Miss Asteria Dessa, right? Against Karachi American School. But to her, because Karachi American School, until my brother was there, my father had asked permission for me to, as a family member, I could use the swimming pool and all this. But they closed the doors of communication for me to come with my case. They say, liberty, love, liberty in America. And that I felt was superficial, artificial liberty. So came this movie, The Scent of a Woman. My father brought it from London. And we saw the original one on video, VHS. Scent of a Woman, Al Pacino's speech there. You see, that kind of a trial I was not given. Not is for a human that gives him Allah, the book, and the wisdom, and the prophethood. Then he says to the people, be worshippers, ibadan, of me. You see how they divide it? Also this. Be worshippers of me from besides Allah. Now besides, what does it mean? Duni ilahi. Min duni ilahi. From besides Allah, what is it? Along with Allah? But would say, or other than Allah. But would say, be worshippers of the Lord. Now, in all this being worshippers of the Lord, you can see the Quran ayats that you have to obey the messenger after Allah. It's equal. We are told the messenger doesn't say anything. So what is in this other than what Allah tells him to say? He doesn't, his desire, but then now stop marrying. Surah Azab verse 52, you can see. Let me explain this properly. Surah Azab verse 52. Have you questioned what women are beauty or good? I'm pleasing to. You know what the beauty pleases you? 52. Surah Tahrim is gone, pleasing his wives, and you're saying he's a husband, but he's also a prophet. And that also to show you, to come to this, that your worship, first of all, maybe I'm showing the mistakes. But this man, a prophethood, God has chosen as a prophet. And even to the Sunnis about Surah Abasa. And the Sunnis are, you see, I want to save my mummy, Sunni. What is that hadith? If you don't follow your imam, you die. If you don't recognize the imam of your time, or caliph, or whatever you say, leader, Muslim leader of your time, you die death of pagan. It's in the Sunni hadith, Islamic sources. So with goodwill, I took the chance. No, I have to save the Muslims. Come here, share. I came here to share with you, to show you. So please, no cleverness with here. Here. I'm here sincerely. What I have, I show you. I'm not a calculating person. What shall I give my mummy? The truth. The best gift is not only now love. First of all, I take a step back as a Shia. Things like that. They've questioned me. And on the roof, I'm like, God, you gave me this gift. I thank you. With every breath, if I thank you, it's not enough. Like I would look at the kudrat of God, the creation of God, the glory of God. Oh my God! And look at the stars, the sky, vast. Down here, we have so many problems in Karachi. Load shedding, the sufferance, beggars, pregnant women. Oh, that was too much. Begging with the children in arms, the babes in arms. But look at the sky and Kudrat of Allah. Where's God here? Where's God here? You see? So I've come here. I said, no, I should honestly show the Muslims. Then we have the Sunni Shia thing, conflict. And so let's find out, discover. Not just for a human that gives him. Okay, so I risked my life and all to save. So UAE is giving me so much, and so I said, truth is the best gift you can give to another. Apart from, for me, I mean, personally, yes, love is the best gift. Like Mother Teresa, love in action. Right? But another thing is truth, greatest gift. So this is what I couldn't become a farmer. A simple life, live a simple life, I would tell myself. And all this, don't spend, be in your budget. So I learned, I had much, my father had much, like, you know, immeasurable. Money was not a problem in our childhood. Then when it became a problem, we had to be in our budget, and that was no problem. I mean, yeah, sometimes I had dreams going to London, recurring dreams. I love London, and that was what I was missing. Oh, things like American school facilities, Karachi American School, yeah, very good schools. So, but we live in our budget, right? So, gives him Allah the book, the wisdom. See how you have divided the worship here, and yet ibadah. So, which ayat, which surah? Al Imran, verse 79, right? Sorry. It is not for a human that Allah should give him the scripture and authority and prophethood. He's also got authority. What did Jiddu Krishnamurti say about authority? Authority? And Surah Hashar ayat, take what he gives you and we've given power to him over others. Whatever he wills, he can do to others. What's that? Let's see. I'll go to Surah Hashar later, that ayat which I'm talking about. Be worshippers of me. Look at this. This is deceiving. Because in other words, you are worshipping him. Right? Please, look at it. Just by words. I mean, you can't say this. Surah Hashar ayat. Allah has given him authority over others. Oh yeah, the authority one I was going to. Wait a minute. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Where is it? Authority, worship. It's not wisdom. Achap, wisdom. The book, and the wisdom, and the prophethood. Not authority here. Okay, this worshippers, huh? Okay. Yeah, this is okay. Wisdom, but not authority over others. But then in Surah Hashar, we have Allah telling us, this is tragic, really tragic. If not decreed for them evacuation, which are that is because they opposed Allah. See, Allah and the Messenger and whoever opposes Allah. His Messenger, and so whoever opposes Allah. So Messenger now is included. The second time Allah is saying this in this verse. Equivalent to Allah. Whatever you have cut down. You see this? Equivalent. Please noteworthy, huh? That is because they resisted Allah and His Messenger. And if anyone resists Allah, so resisting, emphasis here, look. And now, in this part of the ayat, Allah. And if anyone resists Allah, messengers included in this. And what Allah restored, yes. Sixth ayat of Surah Ashar. This is not Surah Baqarah. Now you see this here. And what Allah restored to His Messenger for them, you did not spur for it any horses or camels, broke the houses with your own hands. The believers, the believers helped in breaking after they broke their houses, Muslims, Yathrib, who were Jews. How would you say it? Breaking houses, and cutting down trees. But Allah gives His Messenger power over whom He wills. And yet Allah is over all things competent. But now you take the polytheists, ayats against the polytheists. Please tell me that one also. Don't forget, they were giving water to the pilgrims and maintaining Masjid al-Haram. It's not equal to believing in Allah, the ayat goes. Allah gives power, right? Yes, sallitu. What's yusallitu? What?
يسلط.
Allah gives yusallitu is what? It's like the power to praying. You can't pray without, excuse me, सजदा तो अल्लाह का कर रहे हो. Without him, without saying Rasulullah, your prayers will be gone, without powerless. I mean, you know what this means? This. Wait a minute. Surah Hashr ayat. Oh my goodness. I don't want to go to the Shia side right now. Surah Hashr. What is this? It's like Salat. Yusallitu. Maybe the Sunnis can tell me, Ibn Kathir. Ibn Ishaq, my favorite. Whoever Allah has taken away from tafsir. What does yusallitu mean? Huh? Does it mean lordship? You did not use, but Allah gives authority to His messengers. Like someone you power of lordship. Allah grants authority to His messengers. Oh my God, this is another way. From here to the end of verse 10, Allah explains how. Oh, I have to put the mic on. Oh, fix my mic. Allah explains how the lands and properties that were restored to the Islamic State after the exile of the Bani Nadir are to be managed and administered. As it was occasion, land was conquered lands. Yeah, Allah restored to His messenger from them. Oh, Shias, you will not like this. You say, oh, someone to the messenger, someone to them. These words imply that the rebels of Allah Almighty are not entitled to own the earth, not even be in their land practicing. They can't even make a decision. Like if they're in conflict, they have to, now they're told, No, 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 no. Use the messenger. What the rebels? You become rebels. Surah Tawbah ayat 24, 23. Zalim also. How you become zalim? Agencies of righteous believers. Therefore, the true position of properties which pass from the ownership of disbelievers into the hands of the Muslims as a result of lawful war is that their real owner has withdrawn. Lawful war. What happened in Surah Hashar? Then from his disobedient, active funny. Then restoration of Prabhupada's messenger dominance has given dominance to his messengers. But its real nature is that Allah by his bounty has given dominance to his messengers and the system that they represent over them. In other words, the passing of these properties into the hands of, but Saleh, what this word mean? Any, I will not find any Arab police. Give me. I have all these terrible people coming to me. Sorry, this. Then you say she's saying, "Oh, we are terrible." The difference that have arisen among the jurists of Islam have been only concerning the first kind of properties. Legal property, this property. What is Salli? It means Ibn Kathir. Not what Allah give bounty. Fi. Fay. You know what fi means? It's not fay, right? How it is spent. Forget this. But the salli, you salli, it power to what it means. Okay, I'm going to contemplate on this. The Guru, Ali, judge between me and the one. O chief, yes, so they were admitted, and Al-Abbas said, O chief of the believers, judge between me and this one, Ali. The Guru, okay, this is, I thought, O chief of the believers, Uthman and Skaran said, O chief of the believers, judge between them and relieve both of them from each other. A property will not be inherited. Prophet's property, Fi and the Bib Fatima, asked you by Allah whose permission the heavens and earth exist. Yes, Umar then said to Ali and Al-Abbas, I ask you by Allah with whom permission that heaven and earth exist. Do you know this? They said yes. Umar added, when Allah took his prophet unto him, Abu Bakr said, I am the successor of Allah's messenger. Then you both came to Abu Bakr asking for your Al-Abbas share of inheritance from your nephew, and he, Ali, asked for his wife's share from her father's inheritance. Abu Bakr said, Allah's messenger said, the Prophet's property will not be inherited. This is the Sunni side. Whatever we leave is charity. Allah knows that Abu Bakr was true, pious, rightly guided, and the follower of what was right. So Abu Bakr assumed the responsibility of that property. Should go in charity, not as inheritance. No, but the ayat goes first Allah, then the messenger, and then the relatives. When Abu Bakr died, I said, I'm the successor of Allah's messenger and the successor of Abu Bakr, so I managed it as long as Allah allowed me to manage it. Then you both, Ali and Al-Abbas, came to talk to me, bearing the same claim, presenting the same case, asking for that property, for that property. I said to you, I'm ready to hand over this property to you if you wish. I will do so on the condition that you will take a pledge from before Allah's, that you will manage it in the same way as Allah's messenger used to. So both of you agreed, and on that condition I handed it over to you. Now you come to me to render a different judgment over over the property than the one I made before. By Allah, I will never give any decision other than what I have already given. Until the last hours begins. Until the last hour begins. If you are unable to manage it, then return it to me, and I will do the job on your behalf. They recorded this from Hadith of Az-Zuhri. Allah said, in order that it may not become a fortune used by the rich among you. Means we made the expenditures for the fire like this, so that the wealth does not remain among the wealthy, who would spend it as they wish and desire, and give none of it to the poor. Ordering obedience of the Messenger in all commands and prohibitions. Oh, see? Allah the Exalted said, and whatsoever the heavens gives you, take it. Oh God, what am I doing? Slip of tongue, sorry. And whatsoever the Messenger gives you, take it. And whatsoever he forbids you, abstain from it. Meaning, whatever the Messenger commands you, then do it, and whatever he forbids you, then avoid it. Surely he only commands righteousness and forbids evil. Imam Ahmad recorded that Abdullah Bichari, these Umayyads and Qurayshites who were called hypocrites, and even against Abu Bakr, the ayat, they're trying to fix this hypocrite, false prophet, and his progeny. Very good. But not the way that Shias, Sunnis believe in them as true Muslims. Yeah, maybe true polytheist Muslims who have surrendered their will to their Allah. Their Allah. But they're not like the Sunni. Allah curses women who practice tattooing and those who get themselves tattooed. Sorry. I've come to know that you have cursed such and such. What authority? I'm trying to get to, and whatsoever the Messenger gives you, take it. I did. She replied, whatsoever he forbids you, abstain from it. She replied, yes, I did. Really forbids such things. Tattooing and all this, but the spoils, fi money. This not in battle. This you destroy that property for some reasons given in Quran and Tafsirs. Now what the Salih? Yusallitu. He has the power of prayer. What? What this? Sorry, did I get this right? But no one has addressed this word. You see, this word I get. Is this power given? You pray to the Messenger. Wait a minute. You sell it to. I never heard. Yeah, there is a. It come from prayer, right? Gives power. Power of what? You sell it. Sorry, there's been a delay. I should have gone. You sell to Quran ayat. Is this like the power, Allah's power? Only in Surah Hashar, Majadil. Kulli shayin qadir. Rasul Sallu alayhi. No, this very big power. You sell little. It's like salat. It's coming from, and that ayat in Surah Azab, I think. Allah has given, it's not the blessing. Surah 33, ayat 33. Settle in your house and do not display. Obey Allah. Thoroughly pure. No, which one is that? Sorry. You may be a little bit, sorry. What that ayat? Thoroughly purify you with thorough purification. Sit down, I will purify you, show you how to purify yourself. This also. Yes, it is 33. Oh God. No. The angels, sorry, what? The angel, God, Allah, and the angels. Sorry, this is very bad. Allah and the angels, I'm so confused, so not good performance. Allah and angels send, I think, send a prayer, power of prayer on Prophet Muhammad, on Prophet. I'm really bad at this. Thank God. Oh, 56 ayat of Surah. Now you see your translation even meaning wrong. Yusalluna. Oh, meaning powerful blessings. Maybe it means, what could it mean? He has the power to bless you, to sallu. Yeah, what does it mean really? Because blessings, I can show you. Oh, Ahlul Bayt, you are blessed. God sends blessings on you. Ahlul Bayt. You know, Abraham's time. Allah Mubarak, that's like Allah sends blessings. That other, this what? So I will be contemplating coming to tell you properly. But even if I don't, in doubt, if I forget, maybe I will come. Ahlul Bayt, Quran, and God only wishes to remove none. Ibrahim. Oh. Where it is? Surah Hud? Surah what? Wait a minute. Surah Yunus? Let's see. Surah Hud. Because it is the Ibrahim's alphabet. Goodness, sorry, excuse me, I think I'm tired now. I can't find that verse where it says, the Abraham, or what, who was with Abraham, Lut and all, and his wife, Abraham's wife, Hajar and Sarah. No, and we came to the end. So, let's see, I'll take a break right now. I think I have to find that verse again. I keep forgetting. This is the problem. And so I hope you see, right, with my broken, unqualified self-learning, that I'm after the truth and showing you that this is against polytheists and divided worship. Like it's saying, you worship Allah alone, but so many characteristics of worship are there, actions for Prophet Muhammad, right? See for yourself, contemplate, reflect, see. please. And hope you remember the Quran ayats. All take all the qualities. I'm giving you homework. Sorry, hard work, but I won't do it myself. So this, okay? And thank you so much to save you Muslims. Abu Dhabi, UAE, Qatar, at the risk, Kuwait, Oman, all these, Saudi Arabia. Otherwise, you'll be hurt. God forbid, right? If you're not to follow the Imam of the time. Some say Caliph, Khalifa. That's why we have ISIS and all this, maybe. Not too sure because of that or some foreign thing against the poor Muslims, oppressed Muslims of this era. Okay, thank you very much. I will come back later, continue with this.